Hey guys, howdy do. This is Karen Adamski with ShamaMama.com, and I am in the middle of putting this grid together. I was just getting ready to activate it, and I grabbed the camera because I wanted to share this with you. This is a grid that I have built for somebody in my family who's going on a special trip, kind of to the far reaches of the world. And it's a very remote place and a very kind of magical place, but could be dangerous at times too. So, you know, I want this person to have the best trip ever, but also stay safe. And I have a feeling this is probably going to be a challenging physical trip, but also a challenging spiritual trip, which is a wonderful thing. So I just want all the best for this person and all the protection possible. So I've built this grid, which I should start out by saying I've used 4 different crystals in my grid here, which is more than I would typically use, but I'm really amping this up. You can feel the energy from it. It's a little bit too much for me, but that's okay. I want this to be as powerful as possible. So what I'm using here is black obsidian. This is clear quartz, but this is a self-healing point here, and I wanted self-healing for this grid. This is a smoky quartz, and the other stones here are citrine and black tourmaline. So I'm counting the 4, and then there's also the clear quartz, which is acting as kind of a battery for everything here. So very, very powerful, more extreme than what I would typically do, but it's awesome. I should mention too, this other little dude out here, this is a piece of water buffalo bone with a carving in it. And I was told in my meditation to put some water buffalo bone in here. And I was also told to make a sage stick with purple sage. So I've done both of those things. Alright, so really quick here, what I've done is I've just taken a cake tray thing, you know, the pedestal, to lift it up. And I don't know, I guess it's just more visually pleasing. There's no other real reason I did that other than I think it looks kind of cool. So on here, I've chosen to use black obsidian, and I don't use this very often because it is such a powerful stone, and you can usually just take bits of it at a time. But I'm going to leave this here for the duration of this person's trip. And black obsidian is often used for psychic protection, which I'm wishing for this person. Grounding, cleansing of negativity. It helps with spirit communication, and it eliminates negativity. So I think that's a really great stone for bringing in the whole protection aspect of things. Now smoky quartz here is really great. Now smoky quartz and obsidian are really great partners. They balance each other out really well. They work really well in like a very harmonious partnering between the two stones. Smoky quartz really has the same qualities as obsidian, is what I find. You may find something different, so I'm just sharing my findings with you. I find that they are very, very similar, but that smoky quartz is much, much gentler. But what you get in addition to what the obsidian brings you is the smoky quartz also helps with the manifestation of your dreams, and it kind of gives you sort of like sturdy legs in during rocky times, and those rocky times might be, you know, here physically or spiritually. So it's good for this journey this person is going on. Again, the water buffalo bone is in there. The clear quartz right here is great. I always have clear quartz in my grids because it's like a battery. The great thing about clear quartz in grids is, number 1, clear quartz is programmable. So, you know, whatever the purpose of your grid is, you can kind of program that crystal to hold that energy for you. The other great thing about it is like an energy booster. It's like a little energizer bunny. It's like a battery within your grid, so it just keeps going and going and going. It also brings spiritual clarity, I find. So for me, it kind of acts as a filter and just makes things a little bit more clear. So that's the great thing with the clear quartz. And then here we have the black tourmaline, and really I just use that. Gosh, I use black tourmaline all the time. It's all over my house. It's buried in my yard. It's in all four corners of my property. It's on all my windowsills. It's just like, I don't know. It's protection from everything. For me, it works really, really well. So this is simply here surrounding this grid for purification reasons and protection reasons. So you can see I have the four directions kind of gridded in the black tourmaline, and I have the largest one facing north. And then finally, in the inner part of this grid, you'll see here there's citrine, and that I stuck in here just for self-knowing and getting to know yourself a little bit better, self-love, self-power, getting acquainted with oneself on a deeper level and understanding yourself and, you know, all the crap you carry. If you can understand it, it helps. It lightens the load a little bit when you can kind of get it, you know. So that is my grid. So what I'm going to do here really quick is I've got my, this is my wand that I use for activating my grids, and it just has a piece of clear quartz on the end, and these stones representing the different chakras. And at the bottom it has a piece of rutilated quartz. And I love that because I feel it really draws the energy up through the wand. And here I have a just a little jar of water from the Ganges River that's been blessed, and I am just dipping my crystal point in that. I have not ever done this before, but this is another thing I was guided to do during meditation. Alright, so I am just going to kind of get the energy going from this little cocktail of black obsidian, clear quartz, and smoky quartz. Okay, and I can feel that the energy is so strong. So I can really feel that. Often when I do a grid, you know, if it's in more of a geometric type pattern, I would go around and touch each crystal individually. This is so powerful here. I can just, it's like stirring pudding. You know, like you put it in, it's like, okay, yeah, it's getting thicker as it heats up. So I don't even need to go crystal to crystal. So it's definitely activated at this point. And my wish for this grid is to bring protection and clarity and love, self-love, and the knowing of all the love surrounding them. They're very surrounded with love by many, many people. But certainly bringing protection, bringing knowledge and love to this person. That's what this grid is all about, and keeping them safe. Alright, so I'm going to just keep this up for a good couple weeks probably. I'll come out here every day. I'm going to be burning the purple sage every day and saying a little prayer, and kind of tagging along on the journey from a very, I don't know, remote spiritual location. Alright, I hope that was helpful to you. I'll see you soon. Namaste.